Just hit 12 o'clock in the morning. I am trying to go to sleep really early tonight so that I can be up at a decent time tomorrow. But, yeah, that's... I don't know. Find out what happens. Construction Stories Part 120. Drugsters. So this new guy came on the crew. That's cool. He's doing work. He's doing his thing. And we're just working. We're picking tie wire because the thing that we were going to do is covered in water, and it would be really stupid of us to try to do it, but the bosses want us to do it, but then we're like, oh, that's not going to work, that's stupid, and the bosses are like, fine. So then they just have us pick wire in a different pontoon, which is fine, that's totally okay. So we're picking wire, and we start talking about movies, which is a big thing of mine. I like talking about movies, but I haven't seen as many movies as everybody likes to claim to have seen. So I haven't seen stuff like Pulp Fiction or American Pie or whatever classics. I don't know. And so this guy and I are talking, and we're just talking about movies and about freaking Predator and I don't know, good stuff. And then this other guy comes in to the pontoon, and he starts picking wire too, and we're all just sitting there doing our work and kind of chatting because the night's almost over. It's been kind of a slow day. We've just been picking wire all day, whatever. And then they start talking about drugs. And I'm like, dude, to the older guy, I go, dude, on a scale of 1 to 100%, about how many of types of drugs have you done? And he starts listing them off. He's like, oh, I did weed, coke, meth, acid, and like friggin', I don't know. He just started going for it and just talking about LSD and shrooms and all these different drugs, and I'm just sitting there like, wait, wow, and he's just going, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot, whew, drugs out the yin-yang. And so then, after he finishes rattling them off, he's like, so, yeah, about over half of them. Wow, that's pretty crazy, man. It's like, yeah, don't do drugs. So, I don't know, then that segued into the other conversation where the new guy apparently used to work with some kind of law enforcement agency, and they went through this specific program for busting drug units where people would just be making their own drugs, and so in order to do that, they showed these guys how it was done so that they could recognize different things. And so this guy's got these crazy stories about like how an inspector was doing his thing with a full squad, and he like opened up some jar and like sniffed it, and it was some type of like hardcore processed fertilizer stuff that they use in the making of drugs, but it physically melted his lungs. And I'm over there picking wire like, oh, I've never even smoked weed or something. Oh, this is crazy. And so it was just crazy. And they both start going back and forth about how they have family that's addicted to meth and how like all these things are going on. And it was really, I was just listening the whole time because it was so, I don't know, I don't want to say foreign to me, but it just wasn't, it's not the norm for me because I don't hang out with people who do drugs a lot because I don't do drugs. And it was just weird because they were just going, and they had like encyclopedias of knowledge about drug use and stuff and all these things, and it was just really, I don't know, it was a different facet of life that I have not experienced yet. Well, I say yet, but I don't want to experience it. So unless somebody forcibly administers friggin' morphine to me, I don't think I'm gonna get into that anytime soon. Hopefully never time soon. But I don't know, it was really sad too, because they just started talking about their family and friends and how they're just freaking dying, and how they have to sit there and watch as all this happens, and it was just really sobering, and kind of like, oh, dude. No, not now.
Can you please open the door?
No.
I need your help.
I am making a YouTube video, Natalie.
I need help.
Okay. I'm gonna go help my sister. Have a good night. Have you done drugs? Don't tell me that.